This is Cervical Spine Mobility and Stability, Level 1. You'll need a lacrosse ball and a yoga mat. Standing tall with your head pulled back, we're going to start off moving through some gentle range of motion, keeping it nice and light, starting by nodding your head up and down, looking towards the ceiling and back down towards the floor. This isn't meant to be a stretch right now, we're just moving through range of motion, so keep it gentle. Let's move on to rotation, slowly looking over one shoulder and turning to look over the other, back and forth a few times. Moving on to side flexion, we're going to tilt our head, dropping one ear towards your shoulder and gently over to the other side. Try to keep your neck as relaxed as possible as you move back and forth here. Okay, standing tall with shoulders back, we're going to slowly circle our head all the way around in one direction, switching direction every time we get to the front. Working out some of that crunchiness here. Again, we're only going as far as is comfortable. We might be getting a little bit more of a stretch now. And let's move on to a deeper stretch. Keeping your shoulders level and tilting your head to the side, we're going to find a stretch in our upper traps. Taking a couple breaths here. Now staying on this side, we're going to tilt our head up towards the ceiling, finding a stretch in the front of our neck and our scalenes and our SCMs. And slowly rotating head down towards the floor to get a stretch on the back of your neck. One more breath, and let's flip over to the other side and repeat those 3 stretches. So sideways first, stretching out through the upper traps, then looking up towards the ceiling, getting into the scalenes, getting into the SCMs, and rolling down towards the floor, getting into the muscles in the back, these muscles that pull our shoulder blades up. Nice. Let's get into the front a little bit more. Reaching across with your opposite hand, we're going to apply gentle pressure with 2 fingers just above your collarbone. Then we're going to slowly pull our head away from the hand. You'll find a deep stretch in the front of the neck. Be very gentle here with how much pressure you apply. Tilting back down, reapplying the pressure, and slowly sliding away again. Let's do a couple more here. Nice, and let's move over to the other side. So opposite hand, 2 fingers pressing just above the collarbone where these muscles insert, and slowly tilting our head back and away to create a deep stretch. If this is too intense for you today, feel free to do the same movement without the hand pressure. Let's do a couple more reps on this side. Okay, taking our arms out to our sides and gently squeezing your hands back behind you. Holding this for a moment at the back and then relaxing back to the front. Making sure we're not shrugging as we squeeze back. Keep your shoulders gently squeezed down by squeezing through the lats. Few more reps here. Opening up the posture, giving us some space in the pecs. Excellent. Let's grab our lacrosse or tennis ball, moving over to a wall. We're going to roll out through our upper traps first. Leaning against the wall with a bit of pressure and rolling around through that area. If there's anything particularly sticky in there, you're welcome to find one spot and hang out on it for a little bit and then keep rolling around. The mobility and length of the tissue in all of these muscles around our neck is very important. Let's move down to the interscap region inside the shoulder blade. If we've got tight shoulders and pecs, it impacts our ability to hold our head in the right position. Until we're able to get our shoulders all the way back, it's very challenging to hold our head in a position that won't be painful long term. Let's move that ball over to the other side, first rolling out in the upper traps. And moving that ball down inside the shoulder blades to that interscapular region. Nice. One last mobility movement here. We're going to bring that lacrosse ball over to the door frame, place it into our pecs, step one foot through the door frame, and lean into the ball there. Again, being gentle if this is pretty tender for you. Rolling around anywhere that you're finding tight spots. And let's stand on the opposite side of the door and do the other side of your pecs. Okay, let's set the ball aside. We're going to move on to stability work. Standing tall with your shoulders back, gently pull your head straight backwards as if creating a double chin. Hold this for a moment, then relax and repeat. We'll do about 5 reps for now. Being nice and gentle at the back, we shouldn't be creating any headachy symptoms. Trying to keep our neck as relaxed as possible as we pull our head straight backwards. Last rep here. Now, if that was tolerable, we're going to move over to the wall and stand with our back against the wall to perform the same exercise. Tucking your chin backwards, keeping the neck as relaxed as you can. The wall is going to provide some gentle resistance at the back of the movement. If this is feeling good, let's hold that back position for a little bit longer. Last rep, and let's move on to some cervical isometrics. So our head's going to stay still through these. Standing tall, bring your head back into a chin tuck. Put one hand against the side of your head and apply pressure, and resist this pressure with the strength of your neck. Keeping in mind we want to be super gentle here. We're applying very little force through the side of our head. Let's switch over to the other side, making sure that we're still in that chin tuck and that you're keeping your head upright, that we're not holding this position with a tilted head. Keep breathing here. And let's bring our head again, reset that chin tuck, and bring your fists up underneath your chin, gently pressing into your chin, resisting this force with your neck muscles. Making sure your head remains stationary throughout this movement, and keep breathing steadily through the nose. Okay, we're going to repeat another set of the chin tucks. You can do either the regular standing version or against the wall, whatever was better for you. Tucking back, holding for a moment, and relaxing. Making sure we're keeping good posture throughout this. The shoulders aren't rounded. Perfect, and let's go through one last round of those isometric movements. Standing tall into a bit of a chin tuck, and hand to the side of your head first, resisting that force. And switching over, hand to the other side of your head. Great, resetting that chin tuck one last time and bringing fists underneath your chin, gently pressing down through the chin into your fist. Last couple of breaths here. And let's relax. We're going to move down to the floor, laying on your back. Imagining there's a pivot point through your ears, we're going to slowly tuck our chin down towards our chest, trying to keep the neck as relaxed as possible while we're doing this. Hold this for a few seconds, then relax and repeat. Tucking all the way down, trying to keep our neck as soft as possible. Nice. Okay, let's give the neck a little break here for a second. Both arms straight overhead. Rest them on the floor if they reach, and slowly all the way back down. Just getting a little shoulder movement here, trying to get things to relax. Giving our neck a little break from movement. Okay, bringing your arms back down, let's go through those supine chin tucks one last time, making sure we're not holding our breath at any point. Trying to see how relaxed we can feel in that bottom position. If this is feeling good, see if you can extend the amount of time you're able to comfortably hold that chin tuck. As we finish out a few more reps, this is going to be the end of our workout today. If things were feeling good and super stable and pain-free, you can have a look at level 2.